For weeks, 11-year-old Ryan sat on the edge of his bed every night, pressing his palms against his temples, trying to fight off the stabbing pain that throbbed behind his eyes. His mother thought it was migraines. The doctor said it was stress from too much screen time. But Ryan knew something was wrong, something deep inside his head that no one could see. At school, he struggled to focus. The fluorescent lights made him dizzy. The laughter of his friends seemed distant, muffled, like he was underwater. Then came the nosebleeds, small at first, just a few drops, but they grew heavier each day. His mom panicked. The doctors prescribed nasal sprays, painkillers, and tests. But nothing worked. One afternoon, while sitting on the school bench waiting for the nurse, Ryan's classmate Lily noticed something strange. She was a quiet girl, sharp-eyed, gentle, the kind of person who noticed things others didn't. As Ryan tilted his head back, she saw a faint glimmer in his nostril. Something metallic, something that shouldn't be there. "Hold still," she said softly. Ryan frowned. "What are you doing?" "Trust me," she whispered, leaning closer. She grabbed a tissue from her pocket and carefully dabbed at his nose. The tissue caught, snagging on something hard. Lily gasped and slowly tugged. Ryan winced as a small silver bead, bigger than a pea, slid out, streaked with blood. The nurse rushed over. "What on earth is that?" Everyone stared. Ryan blinked, dazed, the pressure in his head suddenly gone. He breathed for the first time in weeks. The pain vanished instantly, replaced by a lightness he hadn't felt in months. When the nurse cleaned it off, the bead looked almost like a tiny button battery. They later learned it had somehow lodged deep inside his sinus cavity. Likely from when Ryan was 4 and had once been caught playing with his older brother's broken toy robot. It had stayed there all those years, unnoticed, till now. Ryan's mother cried when she heard the story. She hugged Lily so tightly that the little girl blushed, stammering that she'd just done what anyone would do. But everyone knew that wasn't true. Most people would have looked away, too afraid, too uncertain. Lily had seen pain and decided to act, even when she didn't know what she'd find. In the weeks that followed, Ryan recovered completely. The headache stopped, his energy returned, and he began laughing again. He and Lily became inseparable. They sat together at lunch, did homework side by side, and walked home in the golden glow of the setting sun. But something deeper had shifted too. Ryan, once quiet and withdrawn, began noticing others, more the lonely boy on the playground. The janitor who worked late, the girl who always sat alone in art class. He began to see the world the way Lily did, with attention, with care, with quiet courage. Years later, when Ryan stood on stage at his high school graduation, he spotted Lily in the crowd and smiled. He didn't mention her by name in his speech, but when he said, "Sometimes one small act can pull us out of the pain we didn't even know we were carrying," she knew exactly what he meant. And though life would take them down different paths, that moment a frightened boy, a brave girl, and a silver bead pulled from the shadows would stay with them forever, a reminder of how one act of kindness can quite literally change a life.